Great day, great people. Back with the Faith Mind Empowerment Moment story time. So, about 3 days ago, I had a dream suddenly. And I usually don't get on here and tell my dreams, but I just feel like this needed to be shared because it was very revelatory. The dream that I had was very spiritual significance, and it was very life-changing at the same token, if you will. But in the dream, I literally was seeing multiple lives of, personally lives, people. It was some people that was familiar, some people that I recognized, and some people that I didn't recognize. But in the dream, every person that would appear inside of the globe, in the globe, the circular rectangular item was a actual globe, like an earth globe, just like the earth is circular. But they begin to pop up, and every time the person will pop up one after the other, it was literally an earthquake under their feet. Like literally in their life, it was an actual earthquake that happened, right? So it was just happening over and over again. This basically was in like repetition, right? Each person, the next person that will pop up, literally, boom, an earthquake will happen right underneath their feet. So it will happen to their entire life. So there was no other actual actions that happened behind that. It was just consistent, right? So when dreams like this happen to me, it's revelatory and it's spiritual, right? So after meditating on that dream, this literally dropped in my spirit. When God began to break up folly ground in our life, when God began to do these type of earthquakes in our life, let me just read what, just in a regular Webster dictionary, what earthquake means. Check this out. An earthquake is a violent, abrupt shaking of the ground caused by movement between tectonic plates along a fault line in the Earth's crust. Earthquakes can result in the ground shaking, soil liquefaction, landslides, fissures, avalanches, fires, and tsunamis. Check this out. Let me tell you the exact thing I heard, what dropped in my spirit. There's a spiritual earthquake that's happening in the lives of God's people. He's going to begin to break up folly ground in our life through a earthquake instances, like meaning instantly to happen, but it's going to happen in a good way for us. When God begins to do earthquakes, spiritual earthquakes in our life, there's things that we have planted ourselves in we don't need to be in. There's places we have planted ourselves in we don't need to be there. There's people, places, and things we have planted ourselves in that we definitely don't need to be there. God had to do a quick earthquake shaking and spiritually in our life to break up the grounds that we don't even need to be planted in. And he's going to abruptly do that spiritual earthquake in our life so it can get us replanted spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, all that stuff in the right foundation, in the right ground, so that we can spring forth the very thing and the very purpose that he is calling us to do abruptly. He's going to do a spiritual earthquake abruptly in our life that we just got to surrender. We just got to yield. And I said all that to say this. When God began to break up these type of grounds in our life, we don't need to go replant ourselves where we don't belong, where God didn't originally purposely design us to plant ourselves. those foundations that God began to abruptly bring spiritual earthquake in our life to break all of that up, we need to embrace it and thank God that we didn't plant ourselves somewhere where it will literally take us out. Love yourself and go be great.